That's weirdo status. Hey guys, I'm Dusty Finds, and we're back at it with another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, had a break, and we're going to be talking about Brooke Schofield. She just released a post addressing all the drama that has been going on with her and her fiance. If you don't know who Brooke Schofield, she is one half of the Canceled podcast, ran by her and Tana Mongoose. I don't know. Ran by her and Tana. Brooke has been in some drama in the past. She made an over 10-part series exposing her ex, Clinton Kane. And then right after that, she was exposed for having racist tweets. Yeah, we're not going to be addressing that today. But now, for the past couple of months, she has been in trouble with the Canceled podcast fans because she announced that her boyfriend at the time was this man called Miles. We're going to get into what is happening with Miles. So, Miles, this is alleged. To cover my ass, to cover your ass, this is alleged. So, people did some digging and found that Miles may have been inappropriate with underage girls. And had a blog that he allegedly said that he couldn't wait till the said model in the photo was 18. Yeah. So before we get into Brooke Schofield's statement, let's get into everything alleged about Miles. I would like to shout out to the multiple communities on Reddit. So on the LA Snark Reddit, about close to a year ago, they made a whole post about some of the evidence against Miles. This is alleged. So Miles was in an alleged relationship with a model called Isabella. At the time, she was 16, 17. People went digging, and they found multiple pictures with Isabella and Miles together. I'll put some on the screen, these photos. On one of Isabella's posts, there's some comments directed towards Miles from Isabella, and there's some comments directed towards Isabella from Miles. Isabella commented on her own post at Miles K McFly heart emoji. And then Miles commented, this is not alleged because this is actual from her Instagram. Miles used the wet emoji on the post. And so I don't know what you guys know, use the wet emoji for, but I have never known it to be used in a non-sexual way. I just have not. Maybe we live different lives, but So on multiple sites, Quora being one, mentions that it does have an NSFW meaning behind it. While it can mean various fluids, it's usually used to represent sexual fluids. So at the time, she was not of age. So my question is, why did you comment that? Because we will go later on to Brooke's post where she claims that she has been in contact with Isabella and that Isabella said nothing happened between them. So if nothing happened between them, if we're going to go based on that, why would Miles, as a person over 25, at the time I believe 27, go and comment that to a minor's Instagram page? I'm not saying anything. But if we're thinking the same thing, Lord have mercy. So there is one picture that I want to talk about. It's a picture of Miles and Isabella in the bed together. Again, Brooke alleges that she has talked to Isabella and nothing happened between them. But at this time, Isabella is a minor in this picture, and Miles is grossly over the age of 18. So my thing is why is a grown man in bed with a minor? You got an answer? You got an answer for that? Why is a grown man in bed with a minor? I don't care if in this photo she was 17. She, like, people, oh, it's close enough to 18. Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't expose yourself. Still a minor. It's weird. It's weird. So if nothing was going on, let's just believe that. What makes it appropriate to get in bed with a minor, whether you are a man or a woman? What makes it appropriate to get in bed with a minor? I'm gonna take off my glasses real quick. What makes it appropriate? This, as far as I know, Isabel is not a family member. Another question is, why would you post this photo on the internet? Why? Back in those days, I mean, those wild 2010s, when a person, whether it be male or female, posted a bed pic like that with another person, it usually meant that they were booed up together. They were together. So unless there was like a camping trip and there was only one bed, I'm trying to make, it's just, if we want to make it less creepy, let's say there was the only one bed, right? And like they were just watching movies. There's better ways to pose for a picture like that. I'm sorry. It's very odd. It's not a good look. So Miles and his friends used to have a blog. This is alleged. And this was to rank models. And this is alleged. But we do have a web archive link, which we will go into. This blog used to be called Fingers X Crossed. And there was a section on this blog called Models IFXC with, you know what FXC is, where him and his friends would post different models and they would rank them. Before we get any further into it, how objectifying, and like, it's just, that alone, I'm just gonna say this, if we did not have those pictures, if we did not have those comments, I'm just going to say this. Having him and his friends having this blog, that's creep status. That's weirdo status. That's just for me. That's weirdo status. And we're gonna dive deeper into these blog posts. God, I'm going to be on a watch list. So allegedly, on December 1st, 2014, Miles posted about a book. This book is called 100 Great Danes by Bjork. I'm just gonna put the name up here. I'm sorry, Mr. J. I'm sorry. But this book goes for over $600. So the title of this post is Take a Look Inside Non-Safe for Work 100 Great Danes feature 100 nude Danish ladies. And Miles under that says, the Danish are my new favorite breed. Cop the book here. Before we go on, saying that Danish women are your new favorite breed, it's just weird. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. And so here's some alleged comments that was posted by Miles on this blog. One says, look at the cheekbones on this German creature. As one of my friends would say, she's angular. She's a rising star in the modeling world, and last year she signed with Victoria's Secret. Clap for them. By the way, she's only 22. Another one says, 21 years old Gemini from Belarus. She could get it. Women management. Another one says, who is this Austrian girl next door? Nadine is 19 years old and she's currently signed with IMG Models. She has done a ton of work for Victoria's Secret. Her bright green eyes will lure you in. I don't know what she's doing in Austria though. We need her down here on the beaches in Malibu. Expect a lot more of Nadine this year. Another one says, I don't know much about Maggie, but what I heard, I don't know much about Maggie, but from what I've heard, she is from New York and she's obviously over the age of 18 based off the nude photos. She's currently signed to No Ties Management and she just did a shoot with the acclaimed photographer Henry. So another one says, this is the last one we'll be reading. Brianna is from Huntington Beach, California. I'm going to invest in some sort of property in Huntington Beach after finding out about all the models that live there. She was reported to be dating Brody Jenner. From what I heard, they have broken up. And it goes on, but it cuts off. I do not have the knowledge on analyzing, describing why this is bad, but this whole page, this whole blog essentially was about finding young models, posting them, giving a summary, and some of these comments are concerning. Either if they're jokes or not, saying that he's looking to purchase some property in Huntington Beach, posting a girl that he doesn't know is over 18, but he believes is over 18 because of nude photos. These people, Miles included, are talking about these models. It's almost like he's talking about these models as if they are objects rather than people. So on to the next thing. On the LA Influencer Snark page, a page about close to a year ago made this post. And this is all alleged. It says, Brooke responded and said her boyfriend's business partner dated Sophia, not her boyfriend. But someone on the canceled subreddit found this post on Ask FM, where he makes this post about dating 17-year-old model Isabella when he was almost 30. I included another pic that was a date of when he made this post, and it was in July 2015. Isabella was born in May 1998, so she would have been barely 17 when he made this post. So the Ask FM post reads, I've been thinking how to write this, so here it is. Isabella is one of the bestest and greatest people I know. She's not only my beautiful and caring girlfriend, but she is also my best friend that knows when I'm upset without saying anything. She knows who I am, and she knows I would do anything to make her happy. Sometimes I think to myself, damn, I'm one lucky guy. And sometimes I think she's too good for me, in that I don't deserve her. We've been together through a tough time. We barely see each other, and even if she's far away, I know she misses me just like I miss her. But we've been already 5 months together, and I know there is still more to come. So baby, happy 5 months. These 5 months have been amazing and unforgettable. I'm so happy to have you in my life and call you my princess. I love you, baby girl. This was made in July, and if her birthday is in May, like they in fact said, that means that they were dating when she was still in her she was still 16. So now that we got all that, let's go to the post that Brooke made earlier. I want to address this here and hopefully never again. I would never, under any circumstances, defend a man who had a relationship with a teenage girl as an adult. I have first-hand experience with men like this, and it's something I have and always will take seriously. I don't care how much I love or care about someone, I would always stand with the victim regardless of the circumstance. This is an example of how dangerous the internet can be and how easy it is for someone to create and perpetrate a story that of millions of people will blindly believe. The instant I made my relationship public, an elaborate story surfaced online about Miles' supposed relationship with a 16-year-old girl in 2015. I did not take this claim lightly, and I would never try to justify or defend that behavior if it were true, period. Here is what is important to me, and what should be important to you. This story came from Reddit, not from a woman. Nobody at any point has come forward and accused him of having any appropriate relationship with them. The girl in the photos who he allegedly dated when she was underage has made it abundantly clear to me that this narrative is completely untrue and they had never had any romantic or sexual relationship whatsoever. She, along with everyone else who knows the two of them personally, assumed that this would blow over quickly because it was completely baseless and false. I knew it wouldn't. Every single day there is a new video with millions of views about how Brooke Schofield is dating a pedophile. No credible sources, no evidence, no accuser, and no witnesses. The kind of claim that could ruin someone's life with no truth or validity whatsoever. I can think of 100 men in the public eye who have actually done horrible and unforgivable things. Men with actual allegations, accusers, and evidence with them. Never in my life have I seen the world relentlessly bully and demand accountability from his wife, girlfriend, or partner. I'm curious why this is different. A lot of you will not rest until I address/take accountability for something you think my fiancé might have done over 10 years ago before I met him. All because you saw a few TikToks about it. I've tried to be graceful and separate my... Okay. I'm sorry. All the comments she made. I'm just remembering all the clapbacks she's made. Just some to people on TikTok. But, back to it. All because you saw a few TikToks. I have tried to be graceful and separate my real life from the internet. I have hid the most important and special person in the world to me to protect my heart and peace. I'm exhausted. The only two people involved say that it never happened. There are thousands of real human people who actually know them that laugh at how ridiculous this is. Okay, I'm just gonna stop 1 minute. If my friend has recently been accused of dating someone underage, and my friend says, "Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't have relations with that young girl." Me, myself, I would not be even if I knew them for X amount of years, I would not be laughing. That's not even if I happen to believe, oh, this could never happen, I would not be laughing because that is a serious allegation. So to say that they laugh at how ridiculous this is, I don't think it's a laughable situation, but if they laugh, that's on them. On to it. This has gotten so nasty, she wants absolutely no part in this. It's embarrassing for all of us. You're not on her side like you think you are, but if she were to sit down tomorrow and make a 10-part series proving context, explaining each photo, and telling you it wasn't true, it wouldn't matter. You can't undo the damage it has already done to both of us. The videos, comments, messages, and articles live forever. I can't get back the last year I spent sick to my stomach every time I open my phone. I can't relive my engagement, the moment I dreamt of my whole life that was stolen from me and ruined by the internet. I resent the fact that I am spending the most happy and special period of my life consumed by the opinions of others of people I will never meet. I dream of I dream of the day I no longer feel the need to explain myself, but here you go. It never happened. Make as many videos as you want. Show as many photos as you want. You cannot make it true. You want to get into it now? So let me just start off first before we get into actual photos and alleged Ask FM post. First of all, my thing is, Brooke is saying that, oh, the moment was stolen from me and ruined by the internet. Ma'am, why didn't you just turn off the phone? I'm not trying to be mean, but literally, your job is an influencer, right? Do you know how easy it is to just post, wait 5 minutes, look at the comments, heart some, comment to some, and then delete the app? Like, I post something and I leave the app. Like, I go on my Instagram, I post something and I leave it. I post something on TikTok and I leave it. I don't so if these moments were so special to you, then, why didn't you just get off the phone? Why didn't you just keep these moments private? If you knew how the internet was acting, then why not keep your private life private? Unless you just wanted to show off to people. Not everything needs to be posted on the internet. Why not create a Finsta? Why not create a Finsta? And add your friends, Add your friends and keep it private. I'm just saying there are plenty of ways to have enjoyed this engagement if she had just, logged off the app. Delete the app. While I'm gonna get into it. While I do believe it is tough getting messages, videos, comments every day that, oh, your husband is a criminal and your fiance is a criminal. Ma'am, you don't have to look at every comment. You don't have to look at every comment. You block and you go. That's just the first thing I wanted to say. Let's hard back to the part where she said that she has gotten in contact with Isabella, and Isabella said that nothing happened. Do I think there's some truth that people don't really care about the victim? Yes. But my thing is that this girl allegedly, when they were together, when they were posting bed pics, when that Ask FM post was made, there's a thing called grooming, and that a lot of girls from the ages of 15 to 17, when they get into a relationship with a guy in their 20s or vice versa, they do not believe that they were groomed. They do not believe anything was wrong with their relationship. They knew that they had to keep it on the hush hush, but they, well into their 30s, do not believe anything that happened in that relationship is wrong. And I'm not saying this is the case for Isabella, but I'm hearing Minor, who is now an adult, saying that nothing happened. The whole point of grooming a minor for predators is to make them believe nothing about that relationship is wrong. What the outside people knowing about it, the outside people commenting, the outside people that are going to tell you that it's weird, are the people that's wrong. But you just need to our relationship is what's right. I don't know if Brooke is taking into account that grooming does happen. Not saying that I'm not saying Mike groomed Isabella. That is not what I'm saying. But I don't think Brooke has taken into account that grooming does happen. I do not believe that it was right for people to bring up Isabella's real name, her real Instagram. I do not believe that it was right for them to thrust her into the middle of the scandal because you don't like Brooke. The victim's privacy was not taken into account, and that is disgusting. But now that is out there, let's just say they didn't, even though they were laying in bed together, they did not have a sexual or romantic relationship. That XFM post is photoshopped. I don't know how I'm supposed to say this politely, but your boyfriend's still a creep. Because during this whole post, she did not bring up this blog. Him literally recommending a book filled with naked ladies. Him objectifying women. Him making very sleazy comments. Him talking about him wanting to buy property because he's finding so many beautiful girls that live in Huntington Beach, bringing these models with his friends. And then earlier, she said that another model called Sophia, she alleges that was not Mike that was dating that model, but his friend. So your boyfriend is hanging out with people who are allegedly dating minors. That's still weird. I don't care what is said. He's still weird. There's no reason for a man in his 20s, in his late 20s for a matter of fact, to be in bed with a minor. There's no reason. Even if that situation was innocent, then knowing that he's 27 and she's 16, then that photo should never have been posted onto the internet. And why was your boyfriend commenting what emojis under a minor's post? Come on, okay, let's talk. You want to say leave the victim alone? We're gonna leave Isabella alone, alleged victim alone. We're gonna leave it, but it does not negate the fact that your boyfriend is pictured in the bedroom with a minor. Your boyfriend is leaving what emojis under a minor's post. Your boyfriend your boyfriend and his friends had a misogynistic blog up, and Miles allegedly made multiple posts posting models and even linking a book to naked models, calling Danish models his new favorite breed. These are all things that your man, not Brooke, that Brooke's man should be talking about. Then this gets me out to my second one. If Miles was so innocent, right? If he was so innocent, when this shit first came out, and it's been months since Brooke has been harassed, because she is right, Brooke should never have been harassed. But then your boyfriend, after seeing close to damn near a year, saw that you were getting beat up every day in these online streets, saw that video being made, saw you fighting tooth and nail for your life in these comments, then why did he not say, hey babe, let me hop on your Instagram story. Hey babe, let me hop on your TikTok. Let me dead this in the water. Bring your little acorns and tell it to the world. And by acorns, I mean receipts. Say, bring your little receipts and tell it to the world. Get the world off your girlfriend's back. This was the girl that he wanted to marry. So get these people off their back. If she wasn't gonna let him use her story, her TikTok, then make your own account and get these people off your back. Tell them that your problem is with me and not Brooke. Leave her alone. So why did your boyfriend not do that? FIANCÉ could have quickly hopped on an Instagram story saying, hey, everything that you're reading on the internet is not true. I know you guys are coming after Brooke, but I did not know Brooke at this time. Brooke does not have a place for blame in this situation. So leave her alone. If you're going to direct the comments, direct them at me. That's all he had to say. Get the heat off your fiance. But he didn't. And if I was 100% innocent and people were calling me a pedophile all up on these internet streets that will follow me forever, best believe I'm getting on a video and I'm clearing my name if I was 100% innocent. So it makes you wonder why Brooke is making this statement instead of Mike. Because this is not Brooke's fight. This should have never been Brooke's fight. So why is Mike not creating another blog and getting this heat off his woman? Because it's been months of people calling Brooke out for something she didn't even know Mike at the time for. This was months of it. People coming at Brooke's neck for it. So why not defend your lady, your fiancée, the woman that you knew you want to marry, even though it's been less than a year? So why not defend her? Why let her take so much heat for so many months? And I'm sorry, I'm getting heated because I'm just tired of partners, male, female, of them defending their partner's shitty actions. The rules do not apply differently to those in Hollywood, to those who are rich. It has, in the 21st century, it has never been normal to date a minor as a person in your 20s. I don't care what you said. It's been weird. It has never been right for celebrities who date minors, whether that be Johnny Depp, whether that be Tyga and Kylie. It has never been okay. Just because people wouldn't talk about it doesn't mean that it was okay or normal. Because in my head, as a 24-year-old, I'm sitting here like, I'm trying to put my shoes. Would I be hanging out without a romantic relationship, sexual relationship? Would I be hanging out with a minor? Would I be hanging out with a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old? No, I would not. You want to know why these people don't go after the wives? Because Brooke has a podcast where they're supposed to be talking about their real life, where they're supposed to be talking about exposing other people. Then you get with the guy who has all these alleged scandals with him. I hate calling it scandals, but alleged crimes with them. People did all this because Brooke never really took responsibility for those racist tweets. She made 2 videos crying, and then she was back to her normal videos. Less than a year ago, you were making this 10-part series about Clinton Kane, and now you're with another guy who has all this attached to him. There's people still not going to drop this because the facts are still there. There are photos that are unanswered for. There are comments that are unanswered for. There are blog posts that are unanswered for. And it's going to keep the bell turning against Brooke because her fiance will not address this, and it's not Brooke's place to address it because she did not do all these things. Hey guys, so I switched to my phone, but to give you a proper goodbye. Hi, I'm Desi Fines, and I hope that this video creates a good dialogue, that the blame should not be pointed at Brooke, but Miles should be the one coming out here and addressing this stuff. In that, I hope that we all have common ground that it was not right to bring a victim who did not come out and expose this, or who did not even process that maybe this was a little weird. It was not right. But I'm Dusty Fines. This was just me. So tomorrow is going to be an LA Noir video. I do gaming commentary, pop culture, music reviews, and I am just thankful that you clicked on this video. I know it was heated, but I'm very passionate because I just think that minors are not protected enough. Either way, Miles, McFly, whatever, Clinton, whatever, he's still a weirdo. His friends are still a weirdo. I'm sorry, Brooke, even if he's not a predator, he is still a weirdo. But she's gonna get married to this man either way. So I wish them luck, and I wish Brooke finds some peace on these internet streets. That's what I'm gonna say. But thank you so much for watching, and I am glad that you are here watching it with me. So please like, subscribe. I've been out of this so long. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, comment, and I want to leave some words off with you today. Please, during your day, I hope that you stay safe, and I hope that during your day that you are brought love, light, positivity, hope, and love. No, light, love, positivity, hope, and luck. And because you being here, you just clicking on this video has brought me love, light, luck, positivity, and hope. So I thank you so much. In these dark times, let's stick together. So, bye.